Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. Because of state mandates, the town of Yucca Valley is considering updates to its zoning code to accommodate certain medical marijuana retailers. The California State Senate passed Senate Bill 1186, the Medicinal Cannabis Patients' Right of Access Act, which requires local governments to allow delivery-only cannabis retailers before January 1st, 2024. Yucca Valley's current code prohibits all forms of cannabis businesses, though delivery within town boundaries from outside businesses is currently allowed. In a statement released yesterday, the town of Yucca Valley announced that, in a proactive attempt to create their own framework for allowing cannabis businesses, they will hold a public hearing to consider the matter as part of the October 10th Planning Commission meeting. Though local governments across Southern California, including nearby communities like Desert Hot Springs and Palm Springs, have relaxed prohibitions against marijuana in recent years, the town of Yucca Valley and its constituents have consistently voted against expanding access to marijuana over the last decade. Following several contentious meetings over the past few months, the 29 Palms City Council gathered last night to discuss yet another controversial topic: where to put the proposed wastewater treatment plant. Here's reporter Stacy Soley with the story.
29 Palms City Council voted last night to authorize a study of alternate locations for a proposed wastewater treatment plant. The current proposed site has drawn ire from some residents and business owners who fear the plant will emit a stench. Project engineers chose the current location north of Highway 62 and west of Utah Trail based on topography, said city manager Frank Lucchino, and sites further from densely populated areas could add to the project's price tag. Though the meeting was sparsely attended, resident Joseph Carter with the organization Stop the Sewer pleaded with council to explore alternatives.
I'm here representing the thousands of people across our city that think the current sewer plan, including the proposed location of the plant, is a bad idea. This is only a motion to study what it would take to move the plant so that the citizens of your city can make an informed decision, so that you can make an informed decision.
The project was inspired by a state grant meant to help disadvantaged communities convert from septic systems to sewers, and it includes money to help households hook up to the system for free. The catch is that construction needs to begin in 2024, but Lucchino said he would look into applying for an extension. This is Stacy Soley reporting for Z107.7.
A call for a new national monument south of Joshua Tree National Park gained more momentum after a meeting on Monday, which brought together state representatives and local tribal leaders. Online news editor Robert Hayden joins us with more on the nascent national monument.
The proposed Chuckwalla National Monument would be approximately 660,000 acres and would be the largest protected area of the Colorado Desert bioregion, which is unique compared to the neighboring Mojave. The monument would reach from Coachella Valley in the west to the Colorado River in the east. It would also aim to protect 17,000 acres of public lands in the Eagle Mountains adjacent to Joshua Tree National Park. Some of the unique species that live on that land include the Chuckwalla lizard, the desert tortoise, and the desert bighorn sheep. According to a press release from Protect Chuckwalla, which is a coalition of local organizations that put together the meeting on Monday, the proposed monument and park expansion has local support from tribal leaders whose homelands are within the proposed monument, and State Representative Raul Ruiz, who calls for President Biden to use the Antiquities Act of 1906 to designate the national monument. The proposed monument and park aren't without opposition. Some local miners say that mines they've held in the remote wilderness of the proposed monument would be taken away, along with opening up the area to more visitation, which would disturb species such as the native bighorn sheep populations. We'll have more on the proposed Chuckwalla National Monument and those who support and oppose it right here on Z107.7 News. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Robert Hayden.
And speaking of the bighorn sheep population, it was a full house at the Joshua Tree National Park Association's Bighorn Benefit Dinner and Auction held Saturday evening. The event featured a catered dinner, an open bar sponsored by Joshua Tree Distilling Company, live music, special guest speakers, and a live auction. Reporter and event auctioneer Gary Dignot says the event was a resounding success.
Organizers said the event, held at the Soundstage in Pioneertown, raised some $13,000. Auction items included a private plane tour, major concert tickets, hotel stays, stunning artwork, and local goods and services. The funds will benefit Joshua Tree National Park's Desert Bighorn Sheep Monitoring Program. Park biologist Michael Vamstad gave a presentation on how tracking collars purchased with the proceeds provide valuable information to help support and protect bighorn populations across the Mojave Desert. The Joshua Tree National Park Association is a nonprofit that operates the park's visitors centers, with profits going to support operations. Last year, their efforts led to a $500,000 donation to the park. For Z107.7, I'm Gary Daigneault.
The Mojave Desert Land Trust is holding a queer ecology hike this weekend. Join Jason Journeyman Wise and MDLT Outreach Coordinator Ella DeMaria on an easy trail walk through MDLT's Desert Land, where you can learn about gender roles in the animal kingdom and plant reproduction. Hike participant numbers are limited to ensure minimal impact on the habitat. The hike begins at 9 a.m. on Saturday, and you can RSVP at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. The Disabled American Veterans of the Morongo Basin offer a variety of services for veterans, with a special event for sharpshooters this Saturday. Rejoining us with more on this event is online news editor Robert Hayden.
The 9th Annual Disabled American Veterans Air Rifle Competition is set for this Saturday, September 30th, at the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center. It's open to any veteran and their family members. Children younger than 18 must be with an adult. The competition will start at 7:30 a.m. on the 30th, and it's being organized by the Disabled American Veterans Morongo Basin Chapter number 60. The Disabled American Veterans also provide claims filing assistance locally. Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Lucky Park Activity Center, you can receive free assistance in navigating the benefits paperwork. The services are free, walk-in only, and a Disabled American Veterans membership is not required. They also have services available at Copper Mountain College and the 29 Palms Fraternal Order of Eagles. You can find contact information and a schedule at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
The local Desert Split Open Reading Series will hold their annual celebration for Banned Books Week from 5 to 7 p.m. this Sunday at Joshua Tree's Space Cowboy Books. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart explains what Banned Books Week is and why attending this event is so important for the American public's awareness.
While some may presume book banning to be an antiquated infringement from America's past, the American Libraries Association Office for Intellectual Freedom documented 1,269 demands to censor library books and resources in 2022, the highest number of attempted book bans since the ALA began compiling data more than 20 years ago. Censors targeted a record 2,571 unique titles in 2022, a 38% increase from 2021. Of those titles, the vast majority were written by or about members of the LGBTQIA+ community or by and about people of color and indigenous people. Desert Split Open founder Susan Rukeyser said, quote, "The sudden increase in book challenges motivated us to hold last year's Banned Books event. This year, the situation is worse. We will read from books that have been challenged or banned. What some attempt to silence, we will amplify. Now more than ever, we must speak up, not just against censorship, but in favor of diverse voices and stories," unquote. The celebration will include a sign-up sheet where anyone can read from their favorite banned book or from one provided at the table by Desert Split Open. The reading will take place at the Sun Alley stage behind Space Cowboy Books, located at 61871 29 Palms Highway in Joshua Tree. All are welcome to this free community event. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
The 29 Palms High School Lady Cats volleyball teams traveled to Indio High School last night and came up short. JV lost 15-25 and 9-25. In varsity action, the Lady Cats fought hard, and despite dropping the first game 9-25, the Cats played well and had several long rallies with the Rajas. The Cats came up short in the next set, losing 12-25, and in the third set, they lost 17-25. Senior Kyla Palpalatic led the Cats at the net with 7 kills, 6 digs, 3 assists, and 1 ace serve. Junior Jenica Silvas led the team in defense with 16 digs, 2 kills, and 11 assists. The Cats are now 5-3 in league and will travel to Banning on Tuesday. The 29 Palms High School girls varsity tennis team traveled to Indio to face the Rajas on Tuesday. The Lady Cats lost 3-15. In singles action, Aviana Lipkins won 2 of her sets, while Tommy Toyama won 1 of her sets. The Lady Cats are 7-2 overall and 5-2 in league. Next week, the Lady Cats will travel to Banning on Tuesday, host Coachella Valley on Thursday, and travel to Cathedral City on Friday. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.